My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Galadirth, and I am the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the Woodland Realm. As we try to push back that which has grown beyond belief, the Empire of Dol Guldur, which now claims all of the vast lands of... this area is called the Brown Lands, so that doesn't really make sense. Interesting little tidbit for you. It's widely agreed that the Brown Lands, which are these burnt and blasted lands between the battle plain of Dagorlad all the way to southern Mirkwood. This used to be a one vast forest stretching all the way from the Shadow Mountains, the Ered Lithui, Ash Mountains rather, sorry, Ethel Duath of the Shadow Mountains, all the way to Fangorn Forest. And when Treebeard speaks of the missing Entwives, it is here that they dwelt. And I use the past tense of the word, for Sauron destroyed them all. The reason these are called the Brown Lands, and indeed in splitting them up I've called one of the areas Scorched Plains and Burnt Lands, are because Sauron burnt much of this forest to the ground. He destroyed it, and in so doing he killed the Entwives. But this news never made it back to Fangorn Forest, and thus we have the sad tale of the decline of the Ents. For like humans, they must reproduce. Unlike humans, they don't do it very often. And sadly, they are all but destroyed. For without the addition of a female in the mating practice, there can be no more Entings, as they say. So there you go. If you're wondering who he's talking about, the Entwives used to live here in this vast stretch of land between southern Mirkwood and Mordor, and it's all was destroyed by Sauron, I believe in the Second Age. There is some speculation that perhaps the old forest on the borders of Buckland, which is just here, maybe that contains the Ents, but it doesn't, unfortunately. What's the word I'm looking for? Sentient. The sentient trees of the old forest are more likely to be Huorns than they are to be Ents. For as we know from our recent lore videos, the Huorns have a mind of their own and actually the ability to move, and this they do to kill the orcs of Isengard. So there you go, a little bit of lore information for you to kick off. But let us, I've also been using that time, in case you were wondering, to actually just look over my realm, and I'm just disguising my looking over the realm by talking at the same time. So, let's crack on. What's our plan here? What is our plan? Ah, yes, Bur Alj. Are we about to attack those three to make sure that Camul does not get there in time? I think we probably are.
I'm gonna stick you.
Oh, there's only two of them.
Sire.
Yes, we'll move in on those. You're returning to Enethar. Enethar means Middle Forest, if you are interested.
Please send an emissary to open negotiations.
We haven't got free upkeep almost anywhere, have we? We're not making very much money. And Girishag is coming for Thranduil's Halls, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, to war then, and a victorious day!
Scatter them.
Captain Muggle, has got some archers and some other archers. And Captain Laglug, has got Shadow Guard and Shadow Bows. Those are two pre-Barracks Events units. How on earth have they got them already? They must get them at the beginning. They must start the game with them. On to battle.
Right to the end.
Now I've got another story for you about the thumbnails. Now it's one that's certainly going to divide opinion, and but really it's just more of an information thing. And that is, I was watching YouTube the other day, and I stumbled across a video that was recommended to me. Now, I shan't say any names because you incur the wrath of the fans. But it was a YouTube channel that just does top 10s. And a video I watched was Top 10 Angry Gamer Rants. And they were very funny. But the thumbnail for the Top 10 Angry Gamer Rants had a picture of a very attractive girl with her tits out, if you'll pardon the terribly crude phrase. But she had a game cartridge over each nipple. Right? That's the thumbnail for a video about gamer angry rants. And so I had a little look through this channel, and I watched one other video, and again, the thumbnail had nothing to do with the video whatsoever, and again, it was just two attractive girls this time. Two girls this time, rather than girls this time. There were two girls, and again, they just had their tops off. And it was just baffling. So I exercised my right as a freestanding citizen of YouTube, and I flagged the videos. Because there is an option in the videos for misleading thumbnails. Now, I may have just been particularly cynical on that evening because I don't normally do things like that because to be honest, I just think, what does it matter? What does it really matter? But then when I watched the videos, it was just his whole marketing scheme and I just hated it. The whole channel was basically orientated to just get cheap subscribers. He said at the beginning of each video, if you subscribe to me, and you write in the comments that you've subscribed to me, not only will I subscribe to you back, but I will also reply to every single comment. And I just thought that was such a cheap tactic to get subscribers, because subscribers just don't make any difference at the end of the day. And then add on to that the fact that he's clearly going for clickbait thumbnails, and I just thought this is just not what... This is not very good. Like granted, his channel had about 200,000 subs or something like that, but this wasn't from a jealous point of view. I'm not bothered that he had 200,000 subscribers. We're in completely different areas of YouTube. I just didn't like his attitude to it, and it was literally just whoring YouTube out for as much as he could get it for, and I just didn't like that. So I flagged it. Firmly under the belief that YouTube's flagging system is totally anonymous. If you were to flag my video, for example, I should get a message that someone's flagged the video. It should tell me why, but it won't tell me who did it. But I woke up the next day to 2 comments, both massively coincidental if indeed they were, and if they weren't, then something has gone wrong, because both of them spoke of flagging my videos. One of them said, very simply, "That clickbait though." Or, that's how it should be, that's clickbait though, but of course it's gangster, so it's "that clickbait though." And, which seemed far too coincidental for me to just be someone talking about clickbait when I just flagged a video for clear clickbait. And the second comment was directly of that nature. He actually had deleted his comment before I woke up, but because I get an email for any message that's sent on a comment that I've commented about, I got the email before he deleted his comment. But his comment basically said the words to the effect of, "Oh, should I flag you now? Because all YouTubes just seem to be like money-grabbing, like rule-bending cheats," like words to that effect. And he sincerely hoped that I wasn't like that. And it was all a bit backward. It was very broken English, so it's difficult to discern a rant when it's not in clear English. But and again, that just seemed far too coincidental to be... That just seemed far too serendipitous to be that these people had just mentioned them that particular night out of chance. It certainly seemed to me like they knew that I had flagged this video. And I would just be interested to know if and how anyone would be able to know that I had flagged a video. Because my understanding of it was that no one knows that you flag videos. Oh, Legolas, you bloody stupid idiot. He's just abandoned his brothers. Have you no honor, sir? How are we doing now, anyway? So there you go. There's my little story about thumbnails.
Victory will be ours.
And personally, I think I was entirely vindicated in flagging the guy's channel, because it's everything that's wrong with YouTube. People who just use it just to get money out of it. I couldn't care less if YouTube paid me money. I never got into this to get any money, and indeed, I barely get any money. And I just think that's a shameful tactic. And his thumbnails were just outrageous. His whole channel was just baffling, because it's been going for like 3 years, but he's only got about 20 videos on his channel, so it seems like he's decided to change what his channel was about and deleted every previous video that he had created. But anyway, I don't know. Just a strange one. Just a strange one. Anyway, let's return. Oh, of course, we've got Woodland Warriors this time, not Woodland Spearmen. Woodland Warriors are more aggressive. Look at that. Those Shadow Guards just getting annihilated. Caught in the trap. Alright, now is the time to return our fighting. Those Shadow Guard will be killed. Archers start shooting their archers because they're going to be on skirmish mode and they're going to run away non-stop. We've lost 2% of our army and they've lost 50. Now, the Shadow Guard are actually very good, so you can't really let them gain any ground. Now, I'm going to preempt a comment here because I've got it on the last Woodland Realm campaign and any campaign where Dol Guldur are involved. And that is that the reason that the Shadow Guard look remarkably like the Men of Rune is because Kamul, the only other named Easterling that we know, the only other canonically named Easterling, is of course called Kamul the Easterling. And so we've built on that, and we've suggested that maybe then he has called upon men of his own kind to support him in battle. So the elite units of Dol Guldur all bear resemblance to Rune, but with silver armor and black capes rather than the brown and red kind of motif. The golden brown motif of Rune. We meet them at last. Now I have 100% decided that I'm going to delight you all, or not if you don't enjoy the game, with Heroes of Might and Magic 3 this coming Sunday. I'm so excited, I love the game. I've also been playing the campaigns of Heroes of Might and Magic 5 this week, because I also love those, and I've got a mod for that which just expands the game quite nicely. But that's my plan. I'm going to play Heroes 3, but then I will also then play Heroes 5 the week after, to give you a direct comparison and show you the differences between the two. And also just to add some more much-needed variety.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
But this battle is well and truly in the bag, as most of these battles are when you play as the elves. Our only challenge now is to chase down these routing scum. Let's speed it up. They're routing. They're not routing, but all of our archers are shooting them.
The enemy
It's all over.
38
elves lost their lives. And 826 orcs fell before our blades. There's some quick maths for you. Pata, fast maths. 243 kills from the Woodland Scouts. Well done indeed. Someone finally beat Legolas. His standard has so many golden arrows on it that it's practically tipping over when he uses it. Now that is a delightful image of Mirkwood Forest. And one that we all hope Merc would really look like. As you can see, that's meant to be like a cathedral of trees. You can see the windows at the back. Wipe them out. All of them.
We must defend these lands.
Righty-ho, now we're at a crossroads. Kmul the Easterling. There he is, the bugger. Now, I'm not worried about anything that he's got except for him. If they finally use him wisely, which they didn't last time, but if they do this time, he could be a real threat to us. Also, I don't think I will give Buralj to Dale, as I thought I would in the previous video. I think it's going to be much better used if we hold on to it. Oh, I hate that the woodmen get this. Oh, didn't we discover last time? Yes, that the men of the Anduin are doing very poorly. But we must decide what to do with Thranduil. Now, he can't get to us in one turn, so we could feasibly take Buralj. Yes. Oh, we can take it straight away because there's already ruins. Go on, then. Yes, please. Captain Gazher. Gazher. What have you got? Archers, and then just rabble across the board.
Evil must not be allowed to triumph this day.
There's a curious road design there. And that, I believe, is an artist's interpretation of Goblin Town. Start deployment. Now, we are in a bit of a disadvantage, as our army is almost all archers. And they're not that great in towns. So there'll be a smashed something somewhere. There it is, yeah. Ah, of course, this is where we came in when we were last here. Oh, good. I played Shogun Total War 2 yesterday in a custom battle with Grumpy Pirate. And he beat me. He beat me twice. But the desire to play that game is strong in this one. To coin a Khajiit phrase. Oh, the arrows are very good when the enemy stupidly lines up like that, though. Oh, I know they're on that side. Okay, I'll leave it as it is. Ideally, I would like their archers to be shot, but I think their archers are all holding ground in the centre. Yes, they are. Okay. 20% have died. We've got about half our arrows left. Logically, one would assume, therefore, that we might kill 40% before we break through the gate. Oh, we're at 30%. It's certainly looking that way. I also, yesterday, a little update on my life for you is that I was meant to be starting work at the next temp job that I've been assigned, and that was meant to begin on Monday. You're obviously watching this on Wednesday, but that was meant to begin on Monday, and I was phoned on Monday and told it wouldn't begin until Tuesday. No, sorry, I was phoned last Friday and told it wouldn't begin until Tuesday, and then I was phoned yesterday and told it, on Monday, sorry, I'm recording this on Tuesday, and told that it won't actually begin until next Monday. So I have, out of nowhere, gained another week off. And so anyway, yesterday I was playing Battlefield 1. And I've gotten much better at it. But also, because I'm not very good at killing people, and the medic is a thing, I've taken to just healing people. And in the 3 games that I played yesterday, I won the award for most revives every time. I just basically run around waiting for people to die so that I can revive them. And
Only half the enemy force remains.
it was great fun. It was great fun. But a problem that I had, and I'm going to moan about, and that is that I played the rush map because I prefer that. That's my favourite type. And there's an awful lot of people who don't defend the points. So there's 2 points to begin with. The enemy's attacking them, you're defending them, they've got to blow them up, you've got to keep them alive. And when one of those points goes down, and when you die it zooms you out of the battle map and you get that eagle-eye view of the map, and you can see where all of your team are, you can see a rough idea of where the enemy is. And when it zooms out, the number of people that are standing nowhere near the target, and they're just loitering around the map. It's like, yes, killing the enemy is the point, because the defenders have a infinite supply of troops,
Victory will be ours.
and the attackers have a finite supply. So for each 2 things they've got to destroy, they get 75 respawns, basically. So killing them is the target for the defenders, but if they take down one of the points, if they take down both points, so it moves to then a new set of points, their respawn pool is replenished back to 75. So defending the point is absolutely paramount. And the number of people that just stand around the map, like trying to snipe or trying to get to where they spawn and killing them there, it's like, that's not useful. We need as many people defending the point as we can, so that when the enemy surge on it, which they inevitably will do, we've got people there to fight them back. You killing strays running around the northern side of the map is not doing anyone any favours. Get back over here and defend with your bloody life, sir. And it irritated me. And it awakes something in you, first-person shooters. It certainly awakes something deep within you, deep within your bowels. The bowels, to coin Molag Bal from Skyrim. House of Horrors, the abandoned house. You there! Have you seen anybody going in and out of this house? Anywho, and it just enrages you. I can understand why people get so annoyed and start swearing in the comments. Like, someone told me that he wishes cancer upon my life and that I am to die. And that wasn't directed directly at me, but our team was losing and he directed it to his team. So that's something that I miss, you know, back from the glory days of Call of Duty when you'd go on the headset and just get shouted at non-stop. It took me about a week of Modern Warfare, the first multiplayer COD I played, to just have my microphone and headset constantly muted. And why people didn't mute it and used to fight back was always beyond me. Always beyond me. Either A, the person is trolling, which was 9 times out of 10 what was actually happening, or they were genuinely annoyed, and in both of those situations, you trying to calm them down is never going to work. So just shut them up and let them shout at themselves.
The enemy's walls belong to us now.
But Battlefield 1 on the PC, at least, has a chat log as well as the audio description, so you can't escape the... You can turn it off, actually, but sometimes it says useful things. So, anyway, there we are. I'd gotten a little better at Battlefield 1 was the moral of the story. But I've just taken to healing everyone. Now, we're losing quite a lot of woodland warriors, but it's always the way with a siege, I'm afraid. You always lose men, because you have no choice but to get them in melee at some point. Why have you all suddenly stopped? We come down to it at last, the final. How many men have we lost so far? About 10%. It's not that good, to be honest. Thranduil's got this. Swiftness. Look at them in their splendour. Oh, he's blocked that swing, though. His little measly dagger has just blocked an elite elf with a 2-handed axe, their weapon of choice. Oh, but he's down now. Oh, he's using the axe as a sword. That's very tricky. Punching through. Where is our great and noble leader? He's in there somewhere. I guess I pressed the delete button. There he is in the middle. Silver-haired, silver-tongued, and silver-adorned, Thranduil stands true. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. But while we're on the subject of Thranduil, the Hobbit movies has a little moment where they show his face being like all burnt and destroyed and damaged, and he says something like, "Do not speak to me of dragon fire" or something. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy them, but that is totally not true. And what they should have done then, I think personally, to link the two films together a little bit better, is Thranduil took part in the War of the Last Alliance. He was there. His father died at the War of the Last Alliance. So we know he was there. We know he fought there. And they totally could have used that as a sort of nod to the first film by, like, even though he wasn't battle scarred we have no information if he was battle scarred at the War of the Last Alliance, but they could have suggested that he was. And they could have done it then, rather than being Dragonfire and you knowing nothing of pain or some bollocks, for want of a better word. He could have had all these scars that he's magically concealing somehow, and they could have been from Sauron, like from the orcs themselves. That could have been the reason for his hatred, alongside the fact that elves just hate orcs, and the orcs killed his father, and the orcs destroyed most of his homeland. I mean, add all those things up, and then add that they may have personally wounded him, and you've got a good little story of why he hates orcs so much. But of course, the orcs aren't really the chief enemy, are they? Smaug is the chief enemy right up until about the third film, when then Azog and Bolg finally take over. We're about to win this. The last orc is about to die. Oh, there he goes. Oh, and the other one's running away.
Behold how I'm awed by
51,
the victory
that's
we
too
have
high a
won here
price.
today.
Thranduil took 268 of the bastards. The bastards. Motherless dogs. And Barrage falls into our hands once again, the second time in as many months. Now,
Guard this area.
Camul is 2 days away. Do we... Oh, they're retraining, but that's not what we really want. Oh, did we get money for taking Barrage? Ah, yes we did, yes we did. Good.
Come, my brother.
Alright, let's end the turn and see how the situation turns out. What's going to happen here? Fingers crossed. I'm not crossing my fingers for anything particular this time, actually. We just need Camul to die. And then bugger off. And then we need to take Dol Guldur pretty sharpish so that Camul doesn't respawn for Dol Guldur and he respawns for Mordor instead. Ah, the orcs have headed for Enethar. No surprises there, it borders 2 of their regions. The Lord of Isengard is dead. Ah, that's what I'm going to do. Write that down. Write that down. I am going to lock the 3rd tier of that Isengard woodcutting building to after the barracks event, so that Saruman will definitely stay alive until after the barracks event. But I had somewhere that I was writing these down. Oh yeah, Illinin River fit. Nerf catapults. Those are my... I need to write them in the changelog, really. And then woodland... Wood logging. That'll do. Exclamation mark. Prince Legolas, Beleg. Noble in battle... Yeah, no. Isengard has been enriched. Barrage gets a bladesmith guild. Fangorn's doing well. We've got a town guard in Erin Runen. Oh, hello Erin Runen. Suddenly getting all of these troops. Yes, please, because you're right near the front. I'm going to take all of you and camp. Oh, we're making plenty of money. Enethal got communal farming before it got besieged. And Burrage did repair. Right, what did Camul do? He moved on us. Right, totally expected. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I should like an artist's studio, please. Oh, very much so. That makes me want to sell it to Dale again, though. Ah, Dol Guldur returning.
Yes, my lord.
That really makes me want to sell it to Dale. I'll tell you what I will do then, Dale. I will sell it to you. And I will then face Camul in your name, brothers. We don't really need Barrage. We've got... I could do with Dale getting more involved over on this side of the river, actually, so...
Always happy to deal with you.
You are
trusted
bankrupt.
friends.
Make offer. Let's map information this. I'll give you Barrage once more. And I want regular tribute, as many of you have said. They'll be more likely to give a regular tribute than they would. Give me 5 grand over 10 turns.
I accept this wonderful... Well, that seemed fruitful.
Perfect. Did you get troops in
Farewell.
it? Yes, you did. Yes, Dale. Yes, Dale. Together we stand, brothers. I much prefer alliances to hated backstabbing. But here you go. Let's fight on. Let's fight against Kamul. Let's. Oh, this is such a gamble. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Thranduil's a boss. Oh, it's 1-for-1. Oh, but you've got a pitiful army with you. Oh, Kamul, you're such an idiot. All right.
Fight to the end.
Therefore, again, we have a video whose title just includes the leader of our enemies. Maybe if we kill him, we'll call it something like the Easterling Wains. That's a cheeky name, isn't it? People might think it's related to Rune, not Kamul. But I don't know if we're going to win it yet. I'm at the same point that you're all at. But we need to use our archers as effectively as possible. Very effectively if we can. Stand in lines. Is that really the best place? We're attacking them. They're going to retreat to a hill. They're already on a hill. They can't really retreat to one anymore. But we don't want to be firing in the trees, so we'll sweep around. They will pull back to the top of their little hill. But to make our archers as effective as possible, we want to avoid the forest, so we'll come at them from this side. So here we sit. Now, if you're worrying for my working life and existence, worry not, for I'm currently in the process of interviewing for a very prestigious law firm in and around the town I live, St Albans, and they are a top 200 law firm within the country. I am praying beyond hope that I get in with them as a case handler, and then I can progress on to become anything within their firm. They're a cracking good firm, so fingers crossed. I had a phone interview yesterday and I got through that, so just waiting on when I get the proper interview. Right, anyway, let's turn to the matter at hand. Elves, can you start firing already? Because Kamul is sitting at... Oh, he's run away, bugger. Why did I tell you not to shoot? Alright, we meet. We meet at last. Now, these units are not good against cavalry. If Kamul charges, we're not doing anything about it. Let's try and give him some bait. You guys run up there. Thranduil, Legolas, you run in there. Commence firing. Fire on my command. There's a Mirkwood Uruk blades. Everybody shoot Kamul. Everybody shoot Kamul. Ignore everything else. Kamul is the threat. Ah, he's running. He's running. He's running. Ah, he's running. Somebody else. This is the day of your greatest challenge. Stand strong. Noe mele nale, my brothers. Wadaranin. That means my brothers. Noe mele nale means may the Valar be with you. Sideways shots. He took the bait. No. Run across. Archers. Knock. Aim. Fire! How is Kamul doing? 24. Oh, he's not doing very well at all. Doesn't really matter how many we lose in this battle. This is a pivotal battle for central... Well, for the plains of Vidagavia, really. The plains of Ravanian. Look how many men they've got to hold off. Stand strong, my bearded friends! They don't have beards. Oh, they might do. I mean, elves can grow beards. It just takes them an incredibly long time, and it is a sign of extreme age or extreme weariness. Which is an interesting little facet of their growth. Elves only age visibly if they are subject to extreme stress. So if you were to go to Mirkwood, for example, you'd see a lot of elves looking maybe around 40. And then if you went to Valinor, they'd all look about 20, because Valinor obviously has no stress. And that's much of the reason why Elrond looks older and wiser. But then that's also from, obviously, the movie's point of view. you need him to look a little bit older, because people tend to link age with knowledge or seniority, superiority. Alright, you guys just get involved with your sword. You guys keep firing at the archers. Got to whittle them down while we're at it. It's very, very even. But if Kamul were to die, which is looking positive, then our chances will swing. Where is the... There he is. Back there. They've not done very well. They have died quite a lot. Many of them have died, rather. There's our rangers. He's not doing too well. He's got blood on his bow. In the modding scene at the moment, we've got Z3N, who rewrote the battle script that we're all now using, has also offered to do some work for our campaign AI script, and he has done. But at the moment, we're at a little bit of an interesting point whereby we don't know exactly what he's done. So I've sent him a message and just asked to clarify exactly what he has done so far and what he plans to do, because from a report that we've got from one of our testers, the evil nations are now far more aggressive than they ever used to be, and it's forcing us to have to rethink a little bit of balance across the board. But I don't know if that was just a one-off fluke from one tester because he only did one campaign with that info, or whether or not the CAI has really been adjusted to make all evil nations just really, really aggressive. Alright, we're going to need to change this up. These men are all dying.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Shoot into those. Kamul only has 8 left. We have lost almost that whole battalion has gone down. But our archers are there now. Oh, it's still 1 for 1.
The land is growing dangerous.
They're shooting from that side. There's Strandal getting his bows readied in the distance. Pinging arrows into the back of those orcs. He's coming under fire, but we're not worried about what they've got.
We will smash the enemy.
Kamul is down to 5 men. Shadow Knights. Shadow Kniggets. Look how long it takes them to die. It's just unbelievable. This kind of thing is what was taken out of games like Shogun. When you watch Shogun back, you never get a situation whereby a general and his entourage will just last and last and last and last and last. There's always a chance that they will die. Shogun is the game, I think, where generals feel the most squidgy. It's difficult to put it into words how easy it is to kill generals in Shogun, but hopefully you'll see it when I pop in a Shogun campaign after Stainless Steel. Also, I do think, I mean, I'll assess where we are at the time, but once again, I think I will return to 2 days off each week. I have a real fear of oversaturation, or just saturation. It's not really subject to over, is it? You can't oversaturate something. Saturation is an ultimate limit. But anyway, there's a real fear of saturation, of saturating the channel and having too many videos. Something I'm terribly concerned with, always have been. And so I will assess where we are at the time and consider when one of these 4 campaigns ends and then the Stainless Steel, if I just leave one of them empty. And we'll return to 5 videos a week as opposed to the current 6. But we shall see. I mean, part of this again comes from Spirit of the Law, a man who, of course, from the amount that I've spoken of him, that guy probably owes me some money, the amount of advertising I've given him. But his current model is he puts out about 1 video a month, and that one single video gets incredible views. But of course, then there's also the downside that you know that if you've enjoyed a particular type of his videos and you want to see more, you want to see more soon, you know that you're going to be waiting months to see anything more of it. And because he's got a few series on the go all at one time, it could be 2 months before the series is continued that you want to see. So obviously I don't think 1 a month is a particularly good. But then that is the ultimate hobby level of YouTube, isn't it? He does it when and if he can, and when and if he can means 1 a month. So you get what you're given and you're pleased with it. But obviously it's a bit easier to do Let's Plays, which is what he doesn't do because he does gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. So Anywho, back to the battle at hand once again. Thranduil is now holding off in a circle of the enemy, which I'm sure he will do very easily. His elite bodyguards. Legolas is still getting shots off onto those standing on the sides, and he's now finally done. Come and assist. And our archers over on the flank are kind of stalemated with Thranduil, to be honest. Not Thranduil, Camul. ×6 again. If Camul dies right now, we've won this. Everyone will run away.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Ah, there we go. We've broken the centre. Camul probably will run away any moment. Right, Legolas, you're faster than them, so chase them down. Where did Camul go? He's over there. Camul killed a few, but they did get some archers off. Thranduil, you're far more suited to taking out Camul. ×6 again. Surely he's going to die. He's got to die. Someone just jab him with the banner or something. There we go.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Camul is running away. We can't chase him. Elves are fast, but they can't outrun a horse. He's made it. He ran away.
This is a clear victory.
Look at those stats, though. Almost 3 to 1 we were outnumbered. No, it is about 2 to 1. We lost just over half. Is that just over half? That's pretty much bang on half, isn't it, actually? 328. No, because 328 times 2 is 656. We're 556, so a little under half. And the golden sword goes to Elven King's Guard. Thranduil got the most kills. Closely followed by Legolas, though. Well, not closely, but followed by Legolas. Big gap between those and the next ones. Many elves just gave their lives to ensure that Dale retains a hold of the south side of the Carnan, the Red River. Or is that one the Kelduin? I can't remember. I think that one's the Kelduin, and the Carnan's the other one. Comes out of the Iron Hills. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Doesn't iron have a red colour to it in its raw form? Am I making that up?
We've defeated their wretched armies.
Follow me.
There's a map up there. Yeah, I think this one is the Kelduin, river running, and this is the Carnan, the red water. And they meet at Illinin's docks. Right, we won. We paid for it greatly, but then that's okay because Eren Ruinen in 4 turns will have reinforcements for us. And Burral should be able to hold itself, you'd hope, for a little while now.
Over here, elves.
But he's going to attack him this turn. We'll remember that for next time. But otherwise, I think I'm going to end that there. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching, if indeed you have. Thank you very much for sticking through with us on through this point. Let me know what you think about the things that I have said, if you have an opinion on him throughout the episode. And as ever, if you've got a question or a query or whatnot, then pop it in the comments. And most of the time, I get round to answering them. Do try not to swear, though. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navad and Aden Pedimad Melonin, and farewell.